accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, a public notice of this meeting has been sent to board members, all district schools, the Herald News, the Suburban Trend, the Record, the Messenger, West Milford Town Hall, the County Superintendent's Office, the Board Attorney, Cablevision, Cablevision of Warwick, and West Milford TV 77, and posted in the administration building. Copies of the board meeting calendar resolution were provided to all local media, town hall, township library, and all district schools. Roll call.
Mrs. Romeo.
Here.
Mrs. Stevenson.
Here.
Mr. Conklin.
Here.
Mrs. Dwyer.
Here.
Mr. Guarino.
Here.
Ms. O'Brien.
Here.
Mr. Oshinsky.
Here.
Mrs. Stillman.
Here.
Mrs. Van Dyke.
Here. Dr. Animo, your report?
Good evening.
I think we're on.
Nate? Nope. I'll hear you.
I'm not on. My hands are on. Everybody's on. Oh. You're good.
What? Genius.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our regular meeting for March 23rd, 2021. I wanted to start off with superintendent's report. We do have a resolution we want to approve later this evening. I'm going to read from it now and then make a few comments. I think Dr. McQuaid wanted to make a few comments as well. And then we do have a plaque and some nice words of appreciation for our district nurses. So the resolution we'll be voting on is going to be on page 4, if you want to follow along, and it reads, whereas the COVID-19 pandemic has emphasized the essential role school nurses and substitute nurses play in student health, school safety, and academic success, and whereas school nurses and substitute nurses act as a liaison to the school community, families, and healthcare providers on behalf of children's health by promoting wellness, improving health outcomes for our district students, and keeping our school community safe. And whereas during the global pandemic of 2020-2021, our school nurses and substitute nurses served with great distinction in the West Milford schools while the school district implemented in-person learning. And whereas our school nurses and substitute nurses held uppermost the welfare of our students and staff in their decisions while serving with great skill, dedication, and expertise. And whereas their commitment allowed for schools to remain open safely as they work together to meet the needs across the school district during unprecedented times. Now therefore be it resolved that the West Milford Board of Education, on behalf of a grateful school community, publicly celebrates and acknowledges the accomplishments of school nurses and substitute nurses everywhere and their efforts to the needs of today's students, and offers gratitude to our district's nurses and substitute nurses for their outstanding contributions to the West Milford Township Public School District. And be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the official minutes of the Board of Education meeting held on March 23rd, 2021, and presented to the school nurses and substitute nurses who were present during the global pandemic. So that's our official resolution. My own personal opinion is very few people are irreplaceable. We hear that word a lot, but most people are replaceable. But our school nurses are truly irreplaceable. There was a long period of time this year when West Milford was the only school district in Passaic County that was open for in-person learning, and we could not have done it without our school nurses contributing each and every day, early morning, late night, weekends sometimes. So I just want to thank you on behalf of the Board of Education and on behalf of all of our students for all your work this year. And I think Dr. McQuaid wanted to say a couple of words too.
Yes, I'll just pretty much go after Dr. Animo, and he, I thought, said it very, very well. it's been a challenging year, and the nurses know that best. But what I will say is that my sincerest thanks for whether you're a substitute nurse for us or you have been a district nurse that's pitching in another building and backing up things. These nurses have been working around the clock. We can't tell, you the amount of time and effort that they have put into each day, and never once since the summer when we started having weekly summer meetings just to stay, on top of everything. So I'm very thankful and very proud of this group of people because they really have been carrying us through this entire time. So just thank you very much from myself, and I know on behalf of the community, and I know the board is grateful as well.
Yes. So we do have a nice plaque for you. We'd like you to call you up one by one to receive your plaque and perhaps take a picture with Dr. McQuaid and I.
Wow. What?
Joyce Riley.
Should have packed the clear masks.
I know, right?
Smile dress.
Joanne Riley.
She was in my daughter's class.
Barbara Corbett. Got it. Mona DeSantis. Aileen Sorrell. Got it.
What is that noise?
Charlie Bergborn. Sylvia Avenue. Listen, Gato. Got it.
I know. They say in your eyes.
Amanda Feature.
Oh, I would have liked to see her.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you very much.
That took care of that. Yeah, I was just thinking.
I have to say, there's so many moments when I'm so proud to be a member of the community, and that's like a perfect example of it. That was
you.
wonderful.
Thank you. There's a million people we can give plaques to. Tonight was the nurse's chance, but there's a million other unsung heroes.
It's wonderful.
It was good. It was well deserved, and we'll certainly put the thinking caps back on tomorrow. But next up, a return to school update. So next Monday, 6 days from today, we welcome our first few batches of students back for 5-day instruction. Parents have been notified they have an option to select in-person instruction for 5 days a week or virtual instruction for 5 days a week. So letters went home probably, I would say, 2 weeks ago. And we do have responses back for our kindergartners, our first graders, our 12th graders. It appears that almost all the elementary students wish to come back, or at least a large percentage. I would say somewhere between 85%, maybe 90% of the elementary students. High schools, it's a little bit lower than that, but it's significantly higher than what it's been to this date this year. So we are ready for that. And then we welcome other cohorts of students back for 5 days instruction, each of the following 3 Mondays, notwithstanding spring break week. So just want to reassure the board, the community, all of our existing protocols will remain in effect. We still have extra time to allow for hand washing, masks. We're going to social distance when possible. The CDC released some guidance on Friday, lowering the 6-foot requirement to 3 feet. So that is going to be, we believe, an update as early as tomorrow from the New Jersey Department of Health. There's supposed to be a press conference tomorrow with the governor, so we'll wait and see on that. But we are going to do our best to maintain as many feet as practical between students. We do have some small class sizes where children can still be 6 feet apart, even though they're all back. So we are blessed with some very small class sizes, and we are optimistic and looking forward to getting our students back on Monday, starting on Monday. And then this will be a great trial run for September, when we don't believe there's going to be a fully virtual option available to parents. So we're not going to go from 0 to 100 in September. We'll have taken many smaller steps between this past September and next September. So this is really the next step in our plan back, and we are looking forward to it. So more to follow on that next week. And we have our student report now. Ms. Gerald?
Excuse me, just one.
Yes.
Alex, I just have one question. Some of the parents were a little concerned that that third option was not there. Can you explain why you decided not to put that in?
You talking about the hybrid?
Yeah.
option? Well, we're trying to support our staff. It's very difficult to teach to 2 groups of students, to have one group of a certain number in your classroom, another group at home. You're essentially teaching 2 classes at the same time.
Okay.
And we feel we can do this safely. And we did offer the 5-day virtual option for people who are not comfortable coming back to school. So there is always that option. But we believe our staff can manage this, and I think it's been very challenging. We gave flags to the nurses tonight. We could probably give one to every teacher. But obviously, that'll have to be something we
deserve it.
move in over time. But
I think custodial staff, we have a lot of
everybody.
support staff that deserve kudos. Some have been in the building before anybody else.
Yeah, so our teachers are looking forward to getting back to a regular classroom environment. We had Dr. Seuss Week probably 2 weeks ago, and one of the classes I read to was a kindergarten section at PK, and it was a small group of students, so they were 100% back already. And the teacher was very happy that she was not having to teach to the camera and the students, and the camera and the students. It was all just right there, which is a lot easier for our staff. So
Thank you.
okay.
Thanks.
It sounds like a lot of the virtual students are coming back, like 85 to 90%, right?
I believe so. We've had more students coming back than are going out. So students are ready, parents are ready.
Because we have multiple deadlines for notification, we anticipate that virtual number will continue to come down as each grade level. We've only had notification from K and 1 to this point, so as those additional grade level notifications come in, we anticipate it going down more.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Gerald? Nice to see you again. And good luck in softball this year.
Very nice article.
Thank you.
Everybody needs to get a chance to read the article about Amanda.
Thank you. So as most of you know, my name is Amanda Gerald. I'm president of the student council at the high school. As the end of the year is approaching, so is the seniors' graduation and prom. So following the footsteps of last year's senior class, our class also voted to have the drive-through graduation this year on June 15th at Warwick, so we're excited for that. We're also glad to hear recent news that the school will be having our senior prom on June 3rd at the Valley Regency in Clifton. So we're all really looking forward to having a fun night there as a whole class, finally all together. So that's really good news. The National Art Honor Society and Art Club is also beginning to work on the senior wall again this week. Now that the weather has improved that much from the winter we had. In addition to that, they hosted 2 virtual events already in March called Art Connects Us for the elementary schools. This event allowed for students of all ages to draw virtually together, and at the end of the event, they share all of their drawings together. And their last session occurs March 31st from 6 to 7 o'clock p.m. They have so far had 15 high school and about 85 elementary school artists in total participate in the event, so congratulations to them on an successful event. The second group of winter sports have been going on for close to a month now, and the teams have been working hard and embracing the chances they get to play with a shortened season. The swim team is currently 1-1 and look forward to winning a few more meets to make that tied record a winning one. The wrestling team has been doing well with a 3-0 record, planning on continuing their winning streak throughout the season. Gymnastics so far has only had 1 meet, but their last one they won against Sparta 97.2 to 96.5, so in a tight competition. Girls volleyball has a even record of 2-2, so they hope to pull through the winning season as they compete in their next couple of matches. The winter track, both boys and girls, impressively finished 3rd in their conference, so big kudos to them. Ryan Cooper being the conference champion in the 400, and Colette Metcalf being the high jump conference champion, so congratulations to both of them. And last but not least, the cheer team has also been successful so far with a record of 6-2. The winter season's coming to an end, but we also want to wish the approaching spring sports good luck on their seasons as well. The student council has also met together and talked about their plans for senior choice. As of now, it's virtual, but we are also pending a future decision and hope to be able to do the event live, so we are planning for both. And that's all for today. Thank you for allowing me to speak. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
It's good to see you back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
We'll see you on Monday, and good luck in softball.
Thank you.
That's it.
Mr. Novak?
Right. At our last meeting, I mentioned that we were going to be pressing on with the District Arts Festival that we've come to really enjoy and love in this community. Tonight, I'm able to announce that we are, it is going to be a go, and the date that we have on the calendar, on the district calendar now, is April 29th. Families can expect to start getting communication this week in regard to, one, about their participants, the students who are participating in the event, times to be there, practice schedules, that sort of thing. Our elementary band, we're real happy that the 5th graders are going to have their time in this festival as they had in the past. As we know with the pandemic, that our bands have struggled to, get in-person time and practice time with their instrument. So our expectations, are going to be a little different this year for what our 5th grade has been able to perform in the past. But we're excited they're going to be able to come together and play. We are going to put together a large outdoor in-person practice for our 5th graders so that all 5th graders from the 6 elementary schools can come together safely in an outdoor environment and practice for that night and rehearse what they work on between now and then. So families can expect to get communication this week in regard to this event. We are also in the process of sharing those, advertising flyers for the community. And we are developing now what our rules are going to be in terms of participants, how many, parents and/or spectators can be present for each kid, but it'll be similar to a number of the guidelines that we use for our outdoor events. So more to follow. The end of the week, we should have, our families of participants informed with as much information as we can get out right now. I also wanted to, I'm sorry, it's not on the agenda, but I also wanted to give Dr. McQuaid a chance to follow up on. We had a really exciting PD day last week where we were focusing on mental health supports and for our staff in a turnkey sort of process for how they can take care of themselves in order to take care of our students. So, Dr. McQuaid, you want to jump a little update?
Sure, yeah. So our professional development day, we did run it similar to a traditional professional development day. We had sessions throughout the afternoon. So the feedback that we got from staff was that they wanted some updates with COVID and a better, deeper understanding of different practices we're doing in the district and the resources. So we sent that to them and allowed them to utilize their own time to access what they felt they would need. We then transitioned into a time, and this was across the district for our staff, that also included our custodians and our secretarial staff as well in our administration, to focus really on self-care. So at the different levels, they focus on different things. So at the elementary, they ran a workshop for staff. Obviously, then we had two, either a social worker or a child 18 mental health provider or LBCK that participated in running those. And it really was focused on the staff in smaller groups, giving feedback and working them through it, and then as well as other types of activities and more hands-on things for the staff. Middle school brought in someone for mindfulness for staff focus, and then the other session was more of a survey and more group teamwork kind of supporting. The high school did a self-care supports in the way of dare to share and then a share to care. So they did an opposite thing where they first ran in smaller groups. That were obviously led by the mental health professionals, and then their second session allowed for teachers to pick what they felt they would benefit from. So it might have been anything from, I know we had a lot of teachers that also volunteered for different stuff like cooking, mindful walking, what might end up like how you can then apply self-care in your life and taking care of yourself. And there were different vendors and different people that came in versus also teachers that volunteered their time to do, even something as simple as like greeting cards and what the therapeutic part is behind that. So it was, the feedback that we got was very positive from the staff because it was very focused on them. And it was run and led by their colleagues instead of it being like a top-down from administration, which I think gave it also a different type of feel for the staff.
That's good. Okay, good. Special reports, correspondence, Mrs. Francisco?
I believe the minutes from the February meeting are normal to review, and we did not have an executive session that night, so it's only regular.
Okay. I need a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from February 23rd, 2021 board regular meeting.
Second. Terry? Any discussion about the minutes? All those in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. President's report, unfortunately, during this time, there's not a whole lot of things that I can attend or go to, but, I'm thankful that we were able to do what we did tonight for the nurses, and I do hope that we will look to do it for all of our staff, because they've really put a year in, and I feel very, I feel that a good word and a thank you goes a very long way with your staff, and we've been very fortunate that we've been able to be open since October, and that everything has gone on, and that reflects back on the staff and our support staff because of following all the protocols and everything else. So I look forward to that. And I think that's about it. I'm happy to hear about the drive-in graduation. I think it was a wonderful thing, and I in the bits and pieces that I have heard, I think we're going to do our car cavalcade through town again, and I think it's a wonderful thing for our seniors to be recognized, but I also think it'll be something to uplift our community again, because I think it definitely was a very uplifting day that day, so I look forward to that also. Okay, now we have public comment now. This portion of the meeting is open to members of the public for the purpose of addressing resolutions on the agenda only. Members of the public who have requested to speak prior to the meeting will be recognized by the chair first. Each speaker will be given 5 minutes for a period of 30 minutes, and then time permitting, other public comment limited to 5 minutes per speaker will be allowed until the 30-minute time period transpires. All members of the public speaking during this public comment period are asked to address topics listed in the agenda. All speakers are asked to sign the register provided, to give their full name, spell their last name, group of affiliation if appropriate, and provide their address. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments will be considered and a response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and respectful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding students and employees of the board are discouraged, and the board and the administration will not respond to them. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded to them by the laws of New Jersey. The board is not responsible and is not liable for any comments made by members of the public. Members of the public should consider their comments in the light of the legal rights of those affected and identified in their comments. Members of the public are reminded that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. Anyone wishing to speak? If not, Dave, Ray, all those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, we need a motion. Oh, we have to, you have to adopt the agenda.
You changes to the agenda. First will be on page 5. Personnel Student Affairs, resolution number 3. After where it says for the purpose of retirement, we're going to add a new sentence. Retirement deferred until May 1st, 2025. That's number 3. Lori Kelly.
Okay.
And then we are going to pull Personnel Student Affairs resolution number 8 from the agenda entirely.
Okay.
And that's it.
And then we have the hand carries,
We
correct?
have hand carries as well, yes.
Okay, you have hand carries for personnel and for operations and finance. I need a motion to adopt the agenda as it's presented.
I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Dave? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Mrs. Dwyer, you're up first.
Okay, here I am. Okay, I'd like to move items 1 through 3 for approval.
Any discussion? Okay, if not, roll call, Mrs. Francisco?
Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevenson?
Yes.
Mr. Stillman?
Yes.
Mr. Oshinsky? Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien? Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes, and I did not mention, but thank you, Liz. I'm glad to see we have another tuition coming in for the Highlander Academy. Move on to personnel. Is Debbie there?
Deb, did you hear us vote? Deb? Why is this?
Maybe we lost her.
Deb, did you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Personnel Student Affairs, Mrs. Stevenson?
Items 1 through 37, as well as the transfers 22, 31, under personnel.
Discussion?
I have one.
Oh, okay, Ray had his hand up first. Let me go to Ray and then I'll come to you,
Okay.
okay? Go ahead, Ray.
Go ahead.
So, I just want to say congratulations to those that are retiring, but Melvin, thanks for all your service. And one of my son's favorite teachers and two friends called me congratulations on
Yeah.
your retirement. All of those.
Okay, I wanted to say the same thing. My kid's favorite teacher, Colleen Oraho, and I taught with her at Macapin for a while. She's unbelievable.
Yep.
The energy is just amazing, and she's going to be sorely missed.
She is going to be missed.
And I do have another question. Why are we deferring a retirement until 2025?
We're not deferring it, the individual is.
She withdrew, right?
Okay, she withdrew at that. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not withdrawn. An individual is entitled to defer their retirement. They don't have to
She's still leaving, but she's not taking retirement.
She's resigning, but she's not technically retiring until 2025.
I think that's
But
what
she's
it,
not teaching anymore.
not
Okay.
here.
After the school year.
Right, okay.
Not here.
Got it. Oh, boy.
That was a little confusing. Courtney,
Do we have a replacement for the replacement of number 8 for
So this just came through today. He found a full-time position in the district, I believe, so
Good for
they
him.
we'll have to go back to the drawing board tomorrow.
but that is a replacement on a leave, right?
So that's a leave replacement, correct.
So there will be somebody for
Miss
September.
Grimshaw.
Any other questions? If not, roll call?
Mrs. Stevenson? Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Greeno?
Yes.
Mr. Ovchinsky? Mrs. Romeo? Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Stillman? Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes. Operations and finance, Ms. Josephine.
I'd like to make a motion to move agenda items 1 through 11.
Do you have the hand carry? The agreements are also, yeah, do 1 through 11 first, yes, because they have to be separate. Yes, thank you.
Who seconded that?
Jay. Any discussion? Any discussion on the items under operations and finance? If not, thanks. Thank you. Roll call, Barb?
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yeah.
Mrs. Stevenson? Mr. Greeno? Ms. O'Brien? Mr. Stillman? Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo? Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Make a motion to move agenda item number 12.
Second.
Thank you, Deb. Ray got it. Any discussion? If not, roll call, Barb.
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yeah.
Mrs. Stevenson? Mr. Greeno?
Same.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mr. Stillman?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo? Ms. Van Dyke?
I abstain.
I'd like to make a motion to move agenda items 14 through 16.
13.
Oh, 13.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yes.
Mr. Greeno?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevenson? Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Stillman?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes. I think you probably should move these separate.
Yeah. I make a motion to move agenda item number 17.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yeah.
Mr. Guarino? Do you have a question, Mrs. Romy? Yeah, we have to go out to bid for this through a consortium, and so it's all, the time frame is all designated by the state, and yes, this is a continuation of the current services, because you really don't have much in West Milford, and, but we do have to go out to bid for it because of the value of the contract.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Their name changed too, so that.
Yeah, LightPath is now Altice.
Thank you.
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yeah.
Mr. Guarino? Mrs. Stevenson? Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Stillman?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
I'd like to move item number 18.
We can't move that till after executive session, right?
Do we need an executive session for this? Not from you?
And carry 3.
Yeah, it does say that, but we don't need one.
Oh, okay.
Discussion? Now, roll call?
Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yeah.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevenson?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mr. Stillman?
Yes.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
Okay, policy, Mrs. Romeo.
I'd like to move item 1 through 5 under policy. 1 through 25.
Well, yes. Need a second? Mike? Any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Romeo?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevenson? Mr. Ovchinsky?
Yeah.
Mr. Stillman?
Yes.
Mr. Conklin?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino? Mrs. Dwyer?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes. Committees and reports. Parks and Recreation, Mr. Stillman.
We had a meeting, a virtual meeting on Thursday. They're talking about public utility campus on the registration and all of that. They are looking for lifeguards for the counselors, for volunteers, for the AQ, and for the break time, for the lifeguards. They're paying minimum wage. There's still 2 different clinics this summer. Burn is ready, at the table, and Robinson Group at
What was the last one about rocks?
Robinson Group for the contract.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You met on Zoom or you met in person? On Zoom? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear Bubbling Springs is going to be up and running this summer. That's great. Safety, no meeting. Superintendent roundtable. I don't have a report from the last one, and the next one is this Thursday?
Thursday, yep.
Okay. The Passaic County School Boards, that would be, Terry, did you log on?
Nope, they didn't have anything that was,
Yes, I do.
Oh, Debbie did.
Debbie would, okay.
Go ahead.
All right, there was a Zoom meeting that was held on Monday, March 15th. Topics discussed were looking for nominations for several positions on the Passaic County School Board Association. Deadline is April 15th. The moving of the educators up the priority list for vaccinations was also discussed. The Unsung Heroes program, which the county is looking for nominations from each of the school districts, and the deadline for nominations is March 31st. Kathy Hallowell reminded everyone that the superintendent's evaluations are due on July 1st.
Christopher Jones, legislative advocate, spoke about the state aid situation, which we know very well about. How $10 billion is going to New Jersey from the federal government, which is broken down to $6.2 billion to help the states, $1.8 billion to the counties, and $1.7 billion to the municipalities. He also talked about the regionalization bill, which at this time is voluntary with the school districts.
Good.
I had sent everybody on the board the notes and the presentation from Seth Tippin, who spoke about the legislative history and overview of the law for marijuana, and Caitlin Fletcher also spoke about the policies and procedures in school settings based with the new law on marijuana. So I sent you all of that information. There's a lot of stuff to cover, and there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on that pertain to legal matters and board policy.
Thank you, Debbie.
No problem.
New Jersey School Boards, I don't really have anything for that. Oh, I think, you and I and Debbie attended the board, what was it, Governance 4 training online. Just a reminder too to everyone, if you have governance training that you have to do, please make sure that you sign up and get that taken care of. It was like an hour and a half online, that was the last thing we had. Legislative, technology.
Yeah, so just some older business. We started the year, we got the Chromebooks, and there really wasn't any policy put around that. So come the start of next year, there will likely be something more formal with regard to student parent handbook. So come next year, we'll be a little more prepared for that. The live stream hopefully for everybody is getting better and has gotten better. You might have noticed that we moved to a 3-camera system, so that you can better view and better coverage of the entire group. We stay social distance. Also, the audio system, so we received 3 proposals. We're working on getting those proposals too. We change our sound system, so everybody will have goals that everybody have a mic in front of them, and you hopefully will be able to hear us a little bit better. With regard to some new stuff, the teachers, they do get some new laptops. There were a few problems with some laptop Wi-Fi cards that they're going to have a fix for, a pretty easy fix. Class 1 roster and ST math. Like the integration rolled out, we're going to work on expanding that to other applications where/if possible. And then the phone system replacement, there has been a committee, a telephone committee that's been formed with representation from all the schools, and those are typically people that are going to use that phone system the most. So there'll be more to come on that in the coming months as we really work to get an old antiquated system updated.
I mean, how old is the system? Like,
End of life.
well, I'm just trying. I feel like when I was on the board last time, we approved the purchase of some of it.
I believe it was a second-hand system when
It
it
was.
bought.
It was. Yes, I agree. I do remember it. Yeah.
It was end of life when it was bought.
Well, we're very good at keeping everybody on extra. West Milford Alliance. Is that Kate?
Oh,
Or
sorry.
Kate or Courtney? Debbie was there? Oh, go ahead, Deb.
Showtime.
The woman behind the screen will speak once again.
Behind the curtain.
The meeting was held on March the 8th. Nina Reams from the Family Support Organization presented information on a training called Connections Matter, which is funded through the New Jersey Department of Children and Families. It focuses on ACEs, which stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences and Trauma, how trauma affects brain development, and the community connections and resiliency that is needed for a child and people overall. The training is geared towards schools, parents, and basically anyone who works or lives with children. Through the Highland Family Success Center, a training has been scheduled for Tuesday, April 27th, and Wednesday, April 28th, from 6 to 8 p.m. Unfortunately, on Tuesday, April 27th, we'll be at a board meeting. The Hope One van is back in West Milford. It will be at the Utopia Deli on March 29th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and at the Highlands Market on Monday, April 12th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They provide a location certified peer recovery specialist and mental health professionals. They'll be there to provide peer recovery support for individuals and families, mental health support, information lineage to substance use and mental health treatments, Narcan kits, harm reduction supply strategies, and general support. West Milford Municipal Alliance is also looking for high school students as well as parents from the community to be on their committee. Anyone interested, please reach out to Kathy McGurr at WMMA@westmilford.org.
Debbie, how would somebody know about that vehicle that's going to be at the Utopia Deli and that?
I have no idea what you just said.
We shared it in a virtual community backpack.
Oh, okay. It's a resource, but go ahead, Kate.
I haven't seen it anyway, so good question. But I also wanted to add that tomorrow night, I just got this email, so it wasn't mentioned at the meeting. There is a session for grandparents, Wednesday, March 24th, tomorrow at 7 p.m. It is called the Passaic County Power of Grandparents. The committee will be hosting a Zoom webinar entitled Drug Awareness Overview. And the presenter is from the outreach coordinator of the DPO in New Jersey Business.
That's tomorrow night at what time?
7 p.m.
Okay.
And it looks like it's a full update of trends, drug trends, and all of those things.
Thank you. Okay, old business? Does anyone have any old business? If not, okay, ready? Dave, you want to second that? Or all those in favor?
Aye.
New business? Courtney?
I'm wondering if, Dan, if you can give us a little bit of an overview of the digital workshop that you sent out via Honeywell, and I just want to give you kudos for signing that and sending that out. Something about parents and the digital age, and I signed up.
Oh, great, good. No, and I'm glad you brought it up. So as the community is aware, many people know that digital citizenship is something near and dear to my heart. We've hosted the congressionally acknowledged event here in West Milford, and I'm kind of, chomping at the bit to start getting back into that discussion, knowing that our, children have now been a year of all digital. I think the conversation is more important now than it's ever been before. So that presenter, Josh Oakes, that's the person that I had planned for last spring's digital citizenship night that was canceled. So I created a relationship with him last winter when we started planning for it, and we're on his email list for upcoming events and that sort of thing. So now, as I get events from him, this is the first of many that are probably going to be free parent webinar opportunities. So if people who are not familiar with what Ms. Stevenson just referred to, I sent a Honeywell email end of last week that is a free sign up for parents to get a live presentation by Josh Oakes. I think he's Smart Media. I'm sorry if I'm quoting the name of his company wrong. But he's going to speak live about the dangers of many of the things that our kids are very popular with right now: Fortnite, TikTok, YouTube. All of those go-to, all of those go-to apps that kids are, streaming around the clock now. He's going to give parents some tools to, how to set limitations, how to set safeties, and be aware of some of the dangers that exist on these platforms. You know, I think the world's very complacent right now with children on devices, and you know, the conversation is more important now than it's ever been before. So thank you for asking that.
Yeah, I think it was wonderful, and kudos to you for sending it out to the community. I think it's such an important topic, especially right now. So thank you, sir.
Kate, did you have something?
Yeah, I have two things. The first is, I got an email, there's a new spring story on the story wall at the Central on Park.
That was in, I think it was in the paper.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It's a very cute walk. It's very, very nice for younger kids.
And the second thing is, I am really excited, and we didn't talk about it, about number 10 under operations was the acceptance of a gift. And I just wanted to say thank you, a bronze deer statue, really excited.
Life size.
Life size deer.
We're gonna have our own Highlander.
So I just wanted to say that's really cool, and thank you. She really thought of that idea.
It's a very generous gift, yes.
Donating that, that's very exciting.
Oh, okay. Any other new business? If not, I need a motion. Second. Terry? All those in favor? Any opposed? Public comment. This portion of the meeting is open to members of the public having a legitimate interest in the actions of the board for the purpose of addressing any subject matter pertinent to and or directly related to the operations of the West Milford Public School District. Members of the public who have requested to speak prior to the meeting will be recognized first by the chair. Each speaker will be given 5 minutes for a period of 30 minutes, and then time permitting, other public comment limited to 5 minutes per speaker will be allowed until the 30-minute time period transpires. All speakers are asked to sign the register provided and give their full name, spell their last name, group affiliation if appropriate, and provide their address. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments will be considered and the response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. The board asks that the members of the public be courteous and respectful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding members and employees of the board are discouraged, and the board and administration will not respond to them. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded to them by the laws of New Jersey. The board is not responsible and is not liable for any comments made by members of the public. Members of the public should consider their comments in the light of the legal rights of those affected or identified in their comments. Members of the public are reminded that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. Does anyone wish to speak under public comment? It takes me longer to read it. I want to record it. Can I let you? Yeah. And we can just insert it. I mean, if not, we need a motion.
I'll make a motion to close public comment.
Dave?
Second.
Jay? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? If not, we do need an executive session for legal update?
I have one thing I just want to work out.
Okay, but we're not going to take action. Okay.
At 7:54, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing personnel appointments, resignations, current litigation matters, special education matters, negotiations, and matters of attorney-client privileges. The executive session minutes will not be released at such time as privilege or confidentiality is no longer applicable.
I need a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we will return to adjourn when we return, we will adjourn. I'd like to call the meeting back to order. Roll call, Barbara?
Romeo? Here. Mrs. Stevenson? Here. Mr. Stillman?
Here.
Mrs. Dwyer?
Here.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Here.
Mr. Greeno?
Here.
Mr. Oshinsky?
Here.
Mr. Comer?
Here.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Here. We need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second? Courtney? All those in favor? Aye. Good night.
Good night.